Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fantasy Island, a series where my friend Blockdown and I each have our own islands to transform into the ultimate medieval kingdoms. In the last episode, we built up a magical wizard tower where we could transmog our gear and made a pen for some sniffers that we hatched. Oh? What? Right now? Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's a shrine resetting, right?
And I have a book here.
Yep, me too. You know what? I'm gonna read.
I'm gonna read mine first.
The shrine hums soft, a final decree.
This is the end, the last you'll see.
Complete the island, let it be done.
Your journey ends where it begun.
Wait, finish our island?
The journey ends here? We have to come here when we finish our island?
We have to finish our island. I still have so much work to do.
Wait, yeah, I have like so much terraforming and everything to do. I haven't even built my castle yet.
There's no time for chatting. See you later.
Yeah.
No.
You stink.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so I couldn't even get the intro to the episode done without the shrine telling me that it's time to get a move on. So I think let's just jump right in. But before that, I have worked between episodes on a long play that's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks, hopefully. And this is for our turtle sanctuary. So I went ahead and terraformed this island into a crescent moon shape and then built them a little sanctuary. I don't want to show too much of this, but this video will be coming out hopefully before Christmas. Now, our first goal today is going to be removing all these trees in this area because I want to finally do what I set out to do in episode 1, and that's to build our castle in this area right here. This is probably going to take me forever since I've never done this before, so let's just jump right into the time lapse. The rest of the forest is finally clear, and as you can see, we're gonna have to fill in a bunch of this dirt to make the ground a little bit more level, but this is actually a lot of space to work with. And I think the next phase of this is gonna be laying out some potential buildings. Wait, is that a turtle? How did you get here? Oh my gosh, let's put you back over in the turtle sanctuary. All right, let me set you down here, buddy, and this time don't try to escape. See, these turtles are having fun, right? Anyways, I'm gonna grab some wool from our sheep farm and then I'm gonna go plot out some buildings, so I'll be right back. Ow, okay, sure while later, and here is what I've come up with so far. It's kind of still a WIP, if I'm gonna be honest. It needs a little bit of work still. This spot in the front will be our entrance with the 2 towers, and then there's a bunch of other squares and rectangles to connect to make our castle. And there's even this little semicircle in the back too that I'm very excited about. You know, now that I look at this space around it though, I think this would look better if I pushed it back a couple of blocks. So I think I'm gonna do that really quick and then bring up all of the terrain to be a little bit more even. Before we do anything else, I am going to bring over this wall that we have in front over by the gatehouse that we had past the tower last time. And maybe here where it connects, this kind of is the perfect size for like a little 3x3 tower. Maybe we'll just do a tower there. Okay, and that should wrap this up pretty nicely so it's not looking as awkward over here anymore. And I am just going to quickly bring in some dirt to fill in this whole area so that this is all the same level. I don't want this to look too flat, and I think height variation is super important, but I'm going to go ahead and keep this more on the simple side. I'm also just going to bring down a little bit of a custom cliff here. It's not going to be anything special, but just something to cover up this little weird spot in this island. And let's see, that should do it for now. I'll definitely have to smooth that out and make it look better later, but at least it looks a little bit better now. We do have a bunch of clay balls here that I am going to smelt down into some bricks really quickly, because I think I've decided what I want to do in the back part of the castle, but we're going to have to see if this is going to work. And of course that just means for me watching these forever until the final clay balls are done smelting, which I think they are. And what I want to do here is actually expand this brick wall that we already have and take it to the other side of the castle. I think this will also help separate the castle from the actual like edges of the island, which I still don't know what I'm going to end up doing with yet. And of course that does mean that I just built up all this terrain for no reason in the time lapse, but at the time I just thought it was a good idea, so it's fine. That's the great thing about Minecraft, is that you can always change your mind if you want to. And though I do plan for this to all be mud at some point again, I'm going to just go ahead and fill this in with dirt for now, just temporarily. Leaving it open would be too chaotic for my brain, and honestly, if I'm gonna have to move anything with the castle or add anything on, I don't want to have to redo the pathway again later. With the dirt all filled in now, we can go ahead and put our andesite slabs on top of all of the brick to give that a nice little border. Now with the plan done and the terrain around it a little bit more settled, I think that we can actually get into some of the castle building. Actually, in between clips there, I went and vein mined some cobblestone, but I didn't think you guys might want to see that because it's just kind of boring. So I'm just going to heal up my pickaxe with this XP shower, which I am going to miss when this series is over. Now we're going to take some of that cobblestone that I mined because I have a very visual brain and I want to go ahead and build up some of these parts of the castle so that way I can see how high they'll be when we're actually done building. So this little bit here is going to be the entryway into the castle. So this is going to be some kind of doorway. And I think we'll bring this up maybe like 5 blocks high just to see how that goes. The towers here on the side, we're going to want to be a little bit taller. So I'm going to get rid of all of this wool and then we can go ahead and start kind of building these out a little bit. And I think we'll take this one up about 9 blocks and we'll build that around for the entire tower. From all my research into castle building, height variation seems super important. And this tower over here, we're going to even have to do at a different height. That way it can also look different to the other tower. I'm actually thinking though for this one, I might take out the corners when I'm done. That way it can have a little bit of like a more unique look compared to the other one. I am seriously going to miss this extra reach once this series is over. Oh my gosh, I wish that we did get the crab for the crab claw. That would have been so nice to have an extra block or 2 of reach. Actually, taking a step back, the left tower I think I want to be a little bit taller. We need to fill this in right here. And to make this tower a little bit more unique looking, I am going to take out all of these corners. And yeah, I think you guys basically kind of get the idea of what I'm going for at this point. I'm going to be just going around and building up all of the walls to different heights. That way I can make this build look as interesting as possible. And for anyone who's wondering, yeah, I'm going to take this whole cobble box down before I actually build the castle, but this is just to help me visually see it. And I realize that this is actually adding a ton of time onto my building experience. So even though this is going to take me longer to place all these blocks and then of course remove them as I start really building, I think it's going to be worth it so that I can actually see it. And quickly popping here into free cam, I do like the shape of the roof for that front part. I'm not 100% certain on the towers, but we'll just see as we keep building. Honestly, this is kind of fun though. It's like putting together all these little pieces of a puzzle and making them all fit together. It's kind of addicting. But yeah, guys, as satisfying as this might be, I'm gonna bring it back when I'm fully finished because, yeah, watching me place cobblestone from this angle probably isn't the most entertaining thing. Alright, it's been like a good 45 minutes and I think I'm pretty much done here. And with a pop into free cam to take a look, as you can see, there's a lot of different heights going on, although I think some things might end up being taller at the end. That being said, for the planning stage, I'm actually really happy with how the shapes are coming out on this. Well, and since this is the biggest project that we have left for the island, I think I'm gonna do one little last bit of adjusting the heights and stuff, and I'm gonna go collect a little bit more stone and andesite and stuff, and then we'll get building the castle. And getting a bunch of stone and stuff is pretty easy with Vein Miner. I am going to really miss Vein Miner as well. I am still searching for a bunch of andesite though, because I don't really have that much left. Oh, there we go, finally. And I don't exactly know how much I'm gonna need. I know I need a lot for like the actual walls of the castle since I'm doing mostly stone. But I'm also gonna want to use some polished andesite as sort of like pillars, like the wooden beams that we do on the outside of like regular houses. All right, we've got 5,000 stone and we've got almost 3,000 andesite. So that should be enough for everything that I'm gonna need for the castle. And I think to keep this classic, I'm going to use a combination of stone, andesite, and stone brick because I feel like those are the blocks that I just know the best for castle making. And truly there's no time like the present, so let's start getting this castle built. right, I've been hard at work for the last several days on the castle, but I'm not ready to show you yet. I still have to do the interior, but as you can see, this is starting to really come out amazing looking. I am so happy with this so far. That's not actually the reason that I brought you back, though. We need to go meet up with Blockdown since at the end of last episode, we agreed to go seek out a real challenge, which we decided was going to be fighting a bunch of withers at once. So let's go find him and fight those withers, which I'm sure is not going to be dangerous at all. Okay, I think it's just right up here, Blockdown.
Are you sure? We have been journeying for quite some time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Here it is.
What? This is where you're leading? This looks terrible.
It looks kind of like jail.
This is where you want to fight 20 withers.
I thought it could be fun here. Look, it's very nethery. It's like on theme. You know, it's a little bit chaotic. Oh, God.
Oh! Ooh, loot. Golden carrots. Okay, so this is where we're going to fight 20 withers. I'm just constantly on fire.
Yes. Wait. Do you have a better place in mind?
Maybe
we should go below. That looks a little bit better down there.
Froggy, this is a terrible idea.
Oh, wait, there's diamonds.
Oh, just what we need. Look, this is filled with magma cubes.
There's no magma cubes. Those are magma squares.
I'm in lava. I'm gonna die.
Are you being for real?
I'm gonna die. Let's just find a big cave.
Yeah.
This is terrible. I'm leaving.
Oh, right here. Come to me.
Oh, this is very wither fighty.
Yeah, I feel like, oh, see, I told you I knew a place.
Yeah, this is kind of like lit up as well. Okay, yep, this is the spot.
Blockdown, I don't know if this is a good idea.
You know what? I know something for a fact.
What is it?
This is a terrible idea.
No matter what happens, it wasn't my fault.
I'm not scared. Ready?
Wait, why are mine not summoning?
What? No. Oh god, it's happening. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Blockdown.
This is a terrible place to do it. They're all on me.
They don't like you. I don't blame them.
You know what? I'm not taking damage though. My armor's probably taking an absolute beating. This is terrible. I'm in a hole. Oh, okay. It's just hard to hit one because there's so many.
I'm trying.
Oh no. Oh, some of them are taking damage. Some of these health bars are going down.
I'm doing that.
I'm hitting some.
I think one died.
I killed one.
Blockdown, this is terrible.
This is good. It's a good job I improved my aim last episode.
It hasn't really improved that much, to be honest.
What, you saying I was already really good?
No, you were already really bad.
I have missed like 5 shots in a row, I'll be real.
Yeah, I could sense that.
Here he comes. Finish him off.
That was awful. Yeah, you know what? I think we'll say that that's done. That was honestly a bigger challenge than the other dungeon.
I mean, there was one point where I had 10 withers just flying at my head. I'm very glad we didn't do it in the nether dungeon. Yeah, that's that would have been real bad.
Yeah, well, you know what? Honestly, I think I finally respect your skill as a warrior.
Huh. Well, thanks.
I've got a lot to do back at home, so I think I'll go.
Okay, I'll just she's gone. Okay, brilliant.
Well, me failing with those withers aside, that was a fun adventure with Blockdown, and I felt like it was a real test of our skills. But I'm bringing you back now because I have finally finished the castle. I have to say that this is probably one of my favorite things that I have ever built. I absolutely love this. It's so mossy, so lush, and so cool. Now, normally I would do my interiors on camera, or at least part of them, but there were so many rooms inside of this castle to do, so I did them all off camera. But let's take a walk through them together. This is our entryway, and I have a bunch of armor stands here on top of pedestals. This little doorway right here is actually the only room I have not decorated because I wasn't sure what to put in here. I sort of wanted a bathroom, but then there's like so many windows, so yeah, that was not gonna happen. This other door takes you up into the castle little tower here, so you can look out into the courtyard and be like, who goes there? The next room is actually my favorite room in the entire castle though. This is like the grand dining hall. I absolutely love this place. It is the perfect spot to invite all your friends to have a wonderful cozy meal together. Well, if you have friends that play Minecraft with you. Over here, there are 2 doorways with bubble elevators to go up and down into the upstairs hallway. But we're going to explore this a little bit later on, so let's go back downstairs and do the entirety of the downstairs first. Over through this archway, we have an extension of both the dining room and the kitchen with like a little breakfast nook and a little storage area for our bags of veggies. And back here we have our main kitchen, which has, you know, our little sink here and our extra glasses and all sorts of like cooking utensils and pots and pans and everything. The other archway leads to a hallway, which leads to the library and like a little sitting room. And I love these paintings here, but here's the sitting room. We also have a little storage closet down here just for some extra chests and barrels and stuff. And then back through this archway is the library. This is absolutely one of my favorite rooms in the entire castle. It is just so comfy, so cozy, so comforting, and if I was living in this castle, I would spend all my time here. Now, up the stairs across from the library, this is actually my bedroom. So I have a little study desk right here, and I always wanted one of these hutch desks when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I built one here. Then over here we have my bed, which is fully usable, by the way. You can actually sleep in that bed because there's a carpet on top, and then it leads out on top into this rooftop garden, and this is actually on top of the library. And then through this little archway is my bathroom, and I am so happy I finally have a tub to soak away all the stress of dealing with Blockdown. But that's not all that's in the bathroom, as there is a little bit of a hidden doorway through this painting. And I think I call this like my science room. I don't know. I've got like a globe in here and some magical stuff and a chalkboard that says subscribe to Blockdown. Well, I don't make the rules. Better go do it. But yeah, this is just a bunch of silly stuff you might find in kind of like a little hidden workshop area. I just really like this room. Now over here, there's a ladder that leads to like a little cozy reading nook, but that's not all that's up here, as there is also a walk-in closet. I just don't have any extra clothes here. I kind of just wear the one outfit, you know? And then this door leads back out into the hallway from the dining room. A bunch of the rooms up on this floor are just kind of like small little bedrooms, places to sleep for people who might come over and visit. And then this doorway leads you into a tower. This is the big yellow tower, so you can again look out over the whole kingdom and see the whole island. I actually love the view up here so much. Now, past all the bedrooms, you can actually get out onto the balcony. As you can see, we're on the tower all the way on the left side of the castle. And if we pop into free cam, it is just such a beautiful area over here. I absolutely love it. And then finally, our last staircase brings us up into the tallest tower, the tallest building, and this is our throne room. So we have our little guards here, and we have our crown here ready to sit on our golden throne, and we can then take audience with all of the people who may want to come talk to us in our kingdom. Honestly though, I could not be more pleased with how this whole thing came out. I am so happy with it, and I hope you guys really like it too. It was kind of a long kind of walkthrough, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Additionally, since the last clip, I also went and did a live stream where I worked on parts of the castle, like doing this whole back section over here and this wall. But also right over here, we have made a greenhouse for our bees. I filled in these stairs finally, and I've got a pathway down here with a big rose field along the front of the sniffer area. And now with just these few additions, this area looks so much more complete, and I absolutely love our greenhouse. The glass reminds me of like a butterfly wing. It is so pretty. We've got like a stone brick and mossy stone brick floor with some extra moss, and just the whole thing looks so beautiful. I absolutely love this glass, as I just mentioned. And then there's just so much natural light, all the different plants, the spore blossoms, the leaves, everything is so pretty in here. But to finish off our shrine task, we need to come over here and work on the front of this island. Wait, is that a turtle in the boat? I built you guys an entire sanctuary, and now one of them is in the boat again. That makes sense. Okay, anyways, moving on. One of the last things I need to do is fix up this like messy looking terrain out in the front of the vineyard area, so I think that's what I'm gonna work on next. So I think once again, it's time to roll another time lapse. These lower retaining walls are going to be perfect to put in some more flowers around the island, so I'm definitely going to continue our pattern of doing lilacs, roses, and peonies up here. I'm actually getting kind of sad because I know I'm putting the final finishing touches on my island, and then we will be done with this series, and I've had so much fun here. Hanging out with Blockdown is always such a blast, and also I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone and finally accomplished one of my Minecraft dreams in this world. But those things being said, I am out of space to build on this island, so let's get this done. And popping into free cam, yeah, this looks amazing. I'm so glad I put this brick retaining wall here and put these flowers. It looks so much better than I thought it would. The area out in front of the castle is a little bit empty, but I was thinking about maybe putting some blue orchid planters out here. Maybe that would be nice. And these don't need to be super fancy, just something to give a little bit of a pop of color out front. I think we'll go ahead and just fill these in with coarse dirt so they don't look too out of place. And then we can fill this all in with some extra blue orchids for that nice pop of color I was talking about. Now with both of our flower beds done, we can go ahead and add some more lighting because that is something that is desperately lacking out here. It is a little bit dark, even though no mobs can spawn. We still want it to be cozy. And you know, I can't really imagine a castle this grand having like a dark, dingy courtyard. Ugh. And I think having a couple of extra trees around wouldn't really hurt anything. Let's get another one over here by the castle. And oh yeah, that's a good one. That's like the perfect tree. We'll add another one over here in the courtyard. I think at this point there's only like 2 things left that I need to complete, and that's going to be to add some flowers into this little green space back here on the side where the turtle sanctuary is. And this is looking absolutely beautiful. And the very final thing is adding a little bit of a bridge going into the turtle sanctuary. I wanted to do this before, but I didn't know where everything would quite end up, so I saved it for the very, very last thing. And also, I'm so sorry that I kind of just jumped to this being built, but I had like honestly 4 or 5 full minutes of just pure struggle. And yeah, I think with a couple of lampposts on there, I'm pretty happy with that. But that of course does mean that our island is fully complete now, and we should probably go meet up with Blockdown and see if he's ready to turn in our task to the shrine and finally get our reward. Oh, I'm so excited. I wonder what it's gonna end up being. Well, buddy, are you done with your island?
I think so, yeah. How about you?
Yeah, no, I'm done too. I have completely filled every area of my island with lots of builds.
Yo, let's go. So we get to complete the task now, right?
Yeah, I mean, are we supposed to push the button at the same time? I think we're gonna get a great prize for this.
We're gonna get such a good reward. How much work have we put in completing this entire island?
Yeah, I know. And wait, your castle looks so good. I love it.
Thank you. Yours is, Anyway, should we complete this task?
All right, ready? 3,
yeah.
2, 1, go.
Oh.
Blockdown!
Where's my prize? Wait, Froggy, help! Wait, so I'm now stuck as a statue next to you for eternity.
You know, I worked really hard on this. I thought that this was going to be good.
Yeah, I thought the shrine was like a cool guy and...
Yeah, I thought he was just like a chill guy, you know? Can you sing me one of your songs? God, you even as a statue, you stink like fish. You smell so bad.